When Deion Sanders took over the reins at Colorado, he didn't just bring swagger, he brought a seismic shift in energy, attitude, and attention. Coach Prime turned a once lifeless Buffaloes program into one of the most talked about stories in college football. But now, as his coaching journey enters a new chapter, his first without his son, Shedeur Sanders, under center, the spotlight on Deion has grown more intense. This time, it's not just about football. It's about control, image, and influence. Sanders is being accused of something far more calculated, using his persona to intimidate the media, suppress criticism, and tightly guard the narrative around his son's journey to the NFL. And while some might see that as a father protecting his family, others are questioning whether Deion is bending the rules of transparency in the public arena. From savior to scrutinized. The duality of Deion. Let's be clear. What Deion Sanders has accomplished in Boulder is nothing short of remarkable. Taking over a Colorado team that finished 1-11 in 2022, Sanders sparked an almost immediate transformation. The Buffs posted a 4-8 record in 2023 and surged to a 9-4 finish last season, bringing national relevance back to Folsom Field. He flipped the roster, flipped expectations, and flipped the script on what a rebuilding college program could look like. But amid the celebration came murmurs, quiet at first, then growing louder. During an appearance on the Maggie and Perloff show, respected NFL draft analyst Lance Zierlein dropped what many in the media had tiptoed around. The media is scared of Deion, at least the national folks on TV. They're terrified of the backlash from him and his fans online. That single quote lit a fuse. The idea that journalists were avoiding tough questions about Shedeur Sanders out of fear of public retaliation, online firestorms, and Primetime's powerful presence, set off a wave of speculation. Was Deion protecting his son from necessary scrutiny, or was he masterfully controlling a narrative to ensure Shedeur's brand remained intact? The Shedeur situation. A slide that sparked silence, few quarterback prospects entered the 2024 draft cycle with as much buzz as Shedeur Sanders. Projected by some early on as a potential top 10 pick, he brought a big arm, mobility, and charisma that had NFL teams and fans alike intrigued. But as the draft neared, things shifted, and fast. Concerns over his game management, pre-snap reads, and decision-making under pressure began to surface. And yet, no one in the mainstream media seemed willing to dig deeper. Shedeur fell, hard, from round 1 hype to a 5th-round selection by the Cleveland Browns. That kind of fall typically comes with a storm of analysis and finger-pointing, but in this case, crickets. Critics argue that Deion's towering media presence and loyal social following created a chilling effect. Few dared to question the Sanders family brand, fearing the wrath that might follow. Some have even likened it to a media lockdown, where only favorable coverage makes it to air, and uncomfortable truths are swept aside. Silver linings and strategic slides. But maybe, just maybe, this fall wasn't a curse. Maybe it was part of a broader play. Landing in Cleveland could be a blessing in disguise for Shedeur. Had he been drafted in the first round, the expectations would have been suffocating. First-round QBs are expected to lead immediately. Every throw, every decision, every mistake gets dissected under the harsh light of national media. But a 5th-rounder? That's a different story. The pressure is lower, the runway is longer, and in a Browns franchise that has seen more quarterback turnover than almost any other in recent memory, Shedeur may find his window when the moment is right. Deion's media maneuvering, intentional or not, might have created the perfect landing spot. By limiting exposure, controlling the narrative, and insulating Shedeur from criticism, he might have shielded his son from being prematurely labeled a bust. Now, Shedeur can focus on development, not damage control. The road ahead, Prime without his prime, QB. As for Coach Prime himself, the 2025 college football season marks a critical turning point. It's his first season without Shedeur leading his offense. The Buffaloes will be breaking in a new quarterback, and with that comes a fresh set of challenges. Without his son as a central figure, Deion's spotlight becomes even more intense. Will the media fear narrative persist? Will the same protection be offered to the rest of the roster? Or will cracks begin to form in the seemingly unshakable Prime Empire? What's clear is that Deion Sanders has mastered the art of influence. Whether it's inspiring players, dominating headlines, or fending off critics, his command of the spotlight is unmatched.